Hey everyone, so a few months ago I did a washing my brushes routine, and I didn't have like a tripod or anything when I did that, and I was using my boyfriend's camera, and it was a big mess because I had to like hold the camera with one hand and then try to wash the brushes with the other hand. It was really difficult, and it looked like that I abused my brushes, and it's kind of changed how I wash my brushes up anyways a little bit. I thought I would redo how I wash my brushes. So yeah, let's go get started.
Okay, so the first thing I do is I have a paper towel sitting out, and then I have my brushes. Now I used to use baby shampoo, which is still good, but I realized that sometimes it wouldn't leave the brushes the way that I wanted them. So I found this at CVS, and it's Essence of Beauty. It's by Essence of Beauty, and it's a brush cleaner, and it's only, I think it was about $6. And so what I do is I take the brush and I spray it right on the bristles, like that, and then with the paper towel I rub it back and forth, which you can see kind of all the stuff coming off. So you just go back and forth, and then, you can't see my water, but then rinse it out in the sink. I squeeze all the, I go like this, and I squeeze all the excess water out. I'm going to squeeze into the sink, though, so it doesn't get all over the place. And then I put it back on, rub it back on the paper towel to get any extra product off. Okay. Then what I do is to make sure, like I said in my first video, that when you rinse it, do not get water underneath the top of this, because if it's wood, it will get under there and kind of warp your brush, and eventually this can fall off, or your bristles can start to fall off, or this can rust. So make sure when you get it wet that you really concentrate on just getting the bristles wet, or just right here. Do not go above the top of the metal. And then when you dry them, you want to stand them up so that any water that is in here will go down instead of going down into the brush, which is another way that the bristles could start to fall out. Okay, so I'm going to move on to another one, just show you another one. I'm going to set this one up here to dry. I'm going to take just a eyeshadow brush, spritz it wet, rub it clean, and you can see how well this actually really works and gets the product off the brush. Okay, then I'm going to rinse it off in the sink, and then remember, you squeeze the water out like that, and then wipe it back and forth again gently on the paper towel until it is clean. And you can always repeat the spraying. You can always repeat and spray this on again if it's still really dirty, but this is coming off clean, so that's good. So you just want to make sure you kind of reshape the brush before you lay it down or stand it up to dry. And then you can just keep repeating. I think you guys kind of get the hang of it. Now when it's one like this, you may have to kind of spread it apart and really try to get it in there. Most of the product though won't be down here, so it's really okay if you don't get all the way in the bristles down here, because the product's not going to go down that far anyways. Just rub it. This one might take bigger, this one might take longer to clean off. I use this to put my powder on for the most part, and it can get pretty dirty. Okay, I'm going to rinse that off really fast. I squeezed it out, and then I'm going to flip this over so I can get any more that needs to. Reshape it, and then I will stand that up.
Okay, some other good tips really quickly are just a really good idea is to make sure you really deep clean your brushes at least once a week. And spot clean them as needed, but make sure you try to do it as more than at least once a week. I know I'm bad at it, and a lot of people are kind of can get pretty bad at washing their brushes, but I really like these kind of sprays because they make it so much easier. So really, I would go check this out. Like I said, it was at CVS. And also a good thing to do is just wash your brushes the night before so that in the morning they have time to dry if you need to use them, if you don't have extras. So that's always good. So I hope this showed you how I wash it. I know there's lots of how to wash brushes out there, videos, but I just wanted to do kind of an updated way that I wash my brushes. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.